Yo, what's good, everybody? It's your boy Noah back again with another video. If you're new to my channel, welcome. My name is Noah. I help people awaken to their true abilities through wellness and spirituality. And today's going to be, a pretty mainstream topic. I wanted to talk about this for a while. I started writing notes yesterday, and I wasn't sure if I wanted to speak on this topic because it's pretty controversial, especially, in regards to my family as well. They kind of have differing opinions. But, I feel like it's my duty to speak my truth, and I want to, even if my views change 3 or 4 years down the line, I want to stay true to my word as what it is right now. And I just want to be true to myself, these are my beliefs, and if you agree with me, then that's fine, you know what I mean? But if you don't, then that's 100% okay too, right? I think that's the beauty of us all living here. We all have different opinions and we're all different, but at the end of the day, we're all one, you know what I mean? So, and yeah, this topic today is going to be on politics. I wanted to just kind of talk about the election, my thoughts on it, and just, an overall view of my belief system about politics and what I think about it. As you know, it's Trump versus Biden. That starts tonight at, I think, 6. It's going to be pretty entertaining. A lot of people get really excited about it, right? It's something that's going on. I want to come on here and just talk to you guys about my view on it and what I think about it. I'm not political, right? I don't really subscribe to politics. By the way, I'm wearing this Some Like It Hot t-shirt. It's a sriracha t-shirt. Yeah, so I think when we talk about politics, right, it can get super touchy and very controversial. But I kind of just want to bring to you guys that, we can vote for whatever politics that we want to, but at the end of the day, I was watching a Infinite Waters video, and he was talking about the importance of voting for yourself, you know what I mean? Meaning that we need to start taking back our roles into being leaders, you know what I mean? And we're all natural leaders, you know what I mean? We can all do our part to help one another, you know what I mean? I personally believe that everything happens in divine order. And, some people might say, oh, well, what about the people that are living in this and that, you know what I mean? Or what about the people who are a lot less fortunate than you, And I think that, I come from a very blessed place, you know what I mean? I have a really big family, but I am born with a whole bunch of privileges. So I think that we all have our own different situations that we're born into, but that I think that we can grow out of, and I know a lot of you are going to say that it's hard for me to say that because I'm born with a lot of privileges, and that's valid, right? But at the end of the day, I think we need to start voting for ourselves, right? We need to start taking a step back and realizing how much power we have and how important that we are. I think we lose ourselves so much in politics. We get so lost in politics and what these people are going to do for us, right? But in reality, in politics in general, we're subscribing to another political agenda, right? We're not voting for our freedoms. We're voting for the freedoms that we think that other people are going to grant us, when in reality, we can always vote for freedom on a day-to-day basis, you know what I mean? Meaning that we can always go inside of ourselves and find that inner peace within us, and I think that that's where it starts. I think that it can become so dangerous when we start saying Democrat and Republican, Democrat versus Republican, liberal versus conservative. These are two super mainstream labels that we associate each other with. And I think that, there's a lot of Republicans that are voting for Trump who, if you ask that if they would hug a Joe Biden supporter, they would probably say no. Then again, on the other side, I feel like if you were to ask a Joe Biden supporter if they would want to hug a Trump supporter, they would probably say no as well. You know, I'm not saying everyone, but most of them would probably say no. And I say that to say, you know, these labels that we create, that we are given from politics, right? They cause so much divide within us, when in reality, we're all interconnected and we're all one. And so we all need to do our part to be voting for ourselves. And I think that it's important for us to be our own leaders and subscribe to our own ideas. You know what I mean? You know, Shakespeare said the whole world is a stage, right? Everything that you see on the news and the media is set up, right? If you don't believe me, you know, the Simpsons predicted that Trump would have already won, you know, and that's what happened. If you go back to the Simpsons, I think there was an episode where Kobe Bryant got killed in a helicopter, right? And that was, you know, they said that before it happened, you know, they knew it was going to happen. So it's like, you know, like I said, it's all set up. It's a whole agenda. And so when we get so caught up in Democrat and Republican, then it takes us outside of ourselves, right? We look for so much freedom. We look for all this freedom and stuff like that, when in reality, we need to start voting for freedom within ourselves, right? There are, you know, there's so much animals that get killed on a day-to-day basis. You know, child sex trafficking is a huge problem, right? But you won't ever hear Joe Biden or Donald Trump to speak about that. You know what I mean? So it's always, so when we vote for these people, we're voting for their egos. We're not voting for actual change within our lives, because in reality, you know, like I said, I believe that everything happens in divine order, meaning that people are in certain positions for a certain lesson, you know what I mean, to grow. And it doesn't have to be a bad thing, you know what I mean? And if you don't agree with me, that's 100% okay. I appreciate you watching the video this far. But I think that we have to start being more open-minded, and we have to start taking in people's ideas, right? We're all different, like I said before, but we can all have a genuine conversation about what we believe in. And like I said before, that's the reason why it's such a beautiful thing, why we're all different. But at the same time, we're all interconnected. I want to kind of preface this by saying that you shouldn't make anyone feel bad for voting for whoever they wanted to vote for, right? It's your vote. It's your right to vote, meaning that it's your choice to vote. You know what I mean? And I don't think, you know, I'm going to say that I voted. I'm going to preface this by saying I voted, you know what I mean? If it was up to me, I probably wouldn't have. Just because, like I said, I'm not political. But, you know, so I think that it's, whether someone wants to vote or not, I don't think that it's somewhere for you to judge them. And I don't think that people should get so much flack because they don't want to vote. Because in reality, you know, we need to start voting for our own freedom, right? Like I said before, you know, we can get so caught up in Democrat and Republican that we lose ourselves and just presence, you know, we lose touch with presence. And so don't ever make anyone feel, you know, don't let anyone make you feel bad if you don't want to vote. Because like I said, you know what I mean, we're living in the Matrix, you know, this whole reality it's all set up, like I said before. You know, it's not an election, right? Like Ralph Smart said, it's not an election, it's a selection. Meaning that these presidents are chosen beforehand, you know, they're not, the Electoral College votes these presidents in, but they're already selected before they go into office, you know, so just don't let anyone make you feel bad for not wanting to vote. Because, you know, we can always take back our power. And that's the most important thing about it. You know, we have to start realizing how powerful we are, right? instead of giving all of our energy to these politicians. You know, we have to ask ourselves, who are these people? You know, we don't even really know these people yet. We're putting so much energy in what their campaign is looking like, you know what I mean? But we don't really know 100% of what's going on. And so, if you've made it this far, thank you so much for watching. I'm gonna end this video here, but I hope you guys enjoyed so much. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, feel free to let me know down in the comment section down below. If you want to say hi, reach out, feel free to do that as well. And follow me on Instagram at Noah'sArk. That should be either right here or right here. I'll probably put it over here. At Noah'sArk on Instagram. And I love you guys so much. Like I said before, thank you guys so much for tuning in. I really enjoy doing these videos for you guys. I've been getting so much support on my recent videos, so thank you a lot. Yeah, guys, so have a wonderful afternoon, morning, or night, wherever you're at. And peace, love, and happiness, y'all. Mwah.